2 bags of pulverized agricultural lime in the Ranger. I am not especially confident in this right now. As hard as it was for it to pour out of the bags, for it to actually flow out of the bags, I am not super confident that this is going to flow through and down that cedar and out to spread. So from the start, it had a little trouble kind of getting going. And then once it kind of started flowing, it did a pretty decent job. I don't know if you can see all the white. I can see it real easily from here. It did pretty solid until it started getting low and it started hollowing a cone out in the middle. And I could jostle the Ranger and get some of it to fall in. Didn't do wonderful by any stretch of the imagination. So I only put 2 bags in the first time, and there was still probably a bag in after I got done. So I closed the chute and I went and I loaded my other 3 bags. So I've got 4 bags in here. I'm gonna see if putting more in helps it feed, or if that just kind of packs it and makes it more of a nightmare. But that's what this is all about. We're just trying to research how best ways to do this. So overall, so far, not a disaster. Not great by any means either. Let's see what happens here with the 4 bags in there. Okay, so I just wanted to show you guys exactly what's going on with this thing. You see that? It's kind of just, it hollows itself out real bad. There's a bunch over there. There's a bunch in the back. There's a bunch on the other side. It just hollows its, I mean, that's elbow deep right there. That's 14, 15 inches deep. Okay, guys, I'm done. I am covered in absolute dust, which I expected. That's part of liming, so not a big deal. You can see the line. So we did end up getting it on, and I know that I did a pretty good job on this. You can see it's almost like it snowed on it. So I do have a lot of confidence that this is going to change my pH long term. This is a really good fix. Now, issues. Yep, for sure. To say that went well would be probably an outright lie. And that's not what I'm trying to do here on this channel. I'm trying to show you through my experiences what works and what doesn't work. This was very much a struggle all the way through. All I did was 1/10 of an acre. I did end up doing what I consider a good job. I think I got it spread pretty well, but I was only spreading 1/10 of an acre at 200 pounds, and it probably took me an hour. The problem is it just starts hollowing out. So when it gets in that tank, instead of just kind of continuously feeding and everything working down to the center, even though those sides are sloped, it just kind of hollows a circle out and then it quits spreading. So one thing that I did find, if you drive like a 16-year-old boy who just got his license, it does a whole lot better. The wilder you drive, the more back and forth you go, the more bumps, all that helps with that. It does a pretty solid job once it gets to the fan. Now, yeah, the Ranger's all nasty, I'm nasty. That's just expecting from spreading pulverized lime. That's how all ag fields are when we spread them. It's a massive trail of dust, but it looks just like this when we get done too. So it did a very good job of actually spreading it. It just didn't do a really good job of feeding. The more you put in does not help. So the less you can put in, the better. If you can put a bag and a half in, it does pretty good. So what happens is, if you put 5 bags, like I put that 4 bags in that last time, it took forever to get it to start spreading. What happens is it packs itself down in there, and as it packs, it just will not come out the bottom. So you want that stuff real loose inside there. You don't want to try to load that thing up with as much as what you can get in your Ranger. I did get it to spread. I ended up sticking my hand down in there and getting that loose. It almost feels like sand once it kind of packs in. So doesn't do a real good job. Pelleted lime is a awful lot easier than this, as is the plot start, as is the liquid lime. But that's what this research trial that I'm doing right now is all about. I want to see. You can see all these other research trials that I've got here. I've got, this one is obviously pelleted or ag lime. I've got Plot Doctor liquid lime right next to it. I've got Plot Start right next to it, and I have got pelleted lime next to it. I'm doing a research trial figuring out whether we're wasting our money buying a lot of these lime alternatives, or if they are indeed what they claim they are and they're the best thing in the world, and we should all be using them and never spread another pound of this stuff right here. So if you haven't already, click that subscribe button, help me grow the channel, and follow along. I've got a lot of research that I'm doing this year that is going to benefit us as deer hunters, as land managers, and that you're going to want to be a part of and see the results. So thanks guys, have a great day.